The 2017 NHL Draft was a very interesting draft, not just in hindsight, but even at the time, back in 2017, many scouts, many GMs realized this was really just a wild card draft. The talent was great, but the order was very hard to predict. Heading into the draft, most people assumed that Nico Hischier and Nolan Patrick were definitely the top two locks, but after that, it was really anybody's guess. And since 2017, there has just been some crazy established talent coming from this draft. So in today's video, we're going to be doing a redraft of the top 15 picks of the 2017 NHL Draft. I'm not going to be doing the entire first round. For other redrafts, I definitely will be doing the whole first round. But because this draft is so fresh and many prospects have yet to play in the NHL, I thought I would start with the top 15, and then as we see more, prospects emerge and transition into the NHL, perhaps we look at this draft in a couple years and then redo this video. And definitely do keep in mind throughout the next, 3-5 years, this list is definitely going to fluctuate. I may have some guys going too low, maybe some guys going too high, or some guys not being ranked whatsoever. So definitely comment down below what your 2017 redraft would look like. So to start with the 15th overall pick in the 2017 NHL Draft held by the Vegas Golden Knights, and the Golden Knights actually had 3 first-round picks within the top 15 of this draft. This, of course, was their draft heading into their inaugural season, so I guess it makes sense. We have Casey Mittelstadt. Now, Mittelstadt was originally drafted 8th overall by the Buffalo Sabres. He had a great sophomore season in the NCAA, and he played extremely well in the World Juniors, which made many analysts predict that Mittelstadt was actually going to be the Calder frontrunner heading into last season. And as a Canucks fan who was closely paying attention to a guy like Elias Pettersson playing in the SHL, I was blown away from the disrespect that Pettersson was receiving. Now, Mittelstadt does display some high-end skill. He has displayed, some great flashes, and he definitely does have the potential to be a solid, top 6 goal scorer. However, he's definitely not dominated or transitioned as well as many people tended to believe. He's played more of a limited role in Buffalo, so I definitely will give him the benefit of the doubt. So far this season, he has 9 points in 28 games, just averaging just over 12 minutes per game, so not a lot of time here. At number 14, we have the Tampa Bay Lightning, and funny enough, I have them still picking Cale Foote. Now, I ranked Cale Foote, not even really realizing that he was actually drafted 14th overall by the Tampa Bay Lightning, so kind of funny. But I'm a big fan of Cale Foote. I'm definitely a bit hesitant of putting him a bit higher just because he's yet to play a single NHL game yet. But he's been displaying some great progression, some great upside playing in the AHL. This season, he has 7 points in 22 AHL games. He's a 6'4" right-handed defenseman, some good physical play, good offensive upside, skating, and vision. At number 13, we once again have the Vegas Golden Knights, and I had them selecting Maxime Comtois. Now, Comtois was originally the 50th overall pick within this draft. He's a second-round draft pick, so I believe this is actually the biggest jump we see in this video. Now, Comtois has been a bit inconsistent. However, he has definitely shown some really good flashes of being a potential top-end forward. He has 13 points in 25 career games. And Comtois is definitely a complete player who has a high offensive ceiling, and he's already looking like a massive steal coming from the second round for the Anaheim Ducks. At number 12, we have the Carolina Hurricanes. Now, this pick is definitely a bit interesting, but in my opinion, he is still a wild card. But I have them selecting Erik Brannstrom. Now, Brannstrom was originally the 15th overall pick by the Vegas Golden Knights. He's a smaller framed offensive defenseman who I still consider to be, kind of a high-risk, high-reward player. He hasn't transitioned extremely well for the Ottawa Senators this season with only 2 points in 25 games. And as an offensive defenseman, that's definitely not a great look. However, he definitely does have the potential to be a top 2, offensive defenseman. He has all those traits to be, one of those, ideal power play quarterbacks like Erik Karlsson. So hopefully we see some progress out of Brannstrom because he definitely still does have that upside, and I'm definitely taking this risk into consideration. At number 11, we have the LA Kings, and I have them selecting Robert Thomas. Thomas was originally the 20th overall pick, and Thomas has really displayed some good offensive upside. 43 points in 95 career games, definitely some good consistency there. In playing on the Blues, though, he is getting more of a limited role. However, he has displayed some good dynamic flashes, a good two-way game, good strength, and good scoring ability. At number 10, we have the Florida Panthers, and this is the biggest slide of my entire redraft. Maybe a bit controversial, but from number 2 to number 10, I have them selecting Nolan Patrick. Now, I personally like Nolan Patrick. I think he has the potential to be a great two-way second-line center. However, I don't necessarily believe he has the offensive upside compared to some other guys on this list. He has some injury concerns. Hopefully he recovers well, comes back this season. I know he some news was just released on him, and there's no timeline yet. But I hope he recovers well. He has 61 points in 145 career games. And at times, he definitely does show some really great flashes, but but he hasn't really been able to display some good consistency. I see him as kind of a 20-goal, 50-point guy. Not terrible, but definitely not a second overall pick pedigree. At number 9, we have the Detroit Red Wings, and I had them selecting Morgan Frost. Now, Frost was originally the 27th overall pick within this draft, and Frost has only played a handful of games this season. But in those games, he's displayed some very good dynamic ability. Now, he only does have 3 points in his first 8 games this season, but he's been playing extremely well, especially the games I've watched him. When he has played on the wing with Claude Giroux, he has really fit like a glove. He's been able to sustain that high intensity, high skill level to play on a first line, and he's really displayed, first line upside here. And in all 8 games he's played this season, he's really been displaying some good progression, with the puck and without the puck. At number 8, we have the Buffalo Sabres, and I have them selecting Filip Chytil. So hopefully I pronounced that right. Chytil has displayed some really great progression this season. He had dominated the AHL, and he's really starting to make an impact within the New York Rangers roster. He has 8 goals, 10 points in 17 games this season. He's a great skater, he's strong, good hands, good shot. And overall, he's definitely displaying, top 6 upside here, if not first line upside. At number 7, we have the New York Rangers, and I have them selecting Nick Suzuki. Now, Nick Suzuki has displayed some really good offensive capabilities with 14 points in 20 games this season. He's been getting more confident, more trust from the team. He has great hands, great playmaking ability, and a good shot. He's already looking like a good top 6 forward, and he definitely has some first line upside here. And he will surely continue to grow and develop as the season goes on. At number 6, we yet again have the Vegas Golden Knights. This is their 3rd first-round pick of this draft. And at number 6, I have them still selecting Cody Glass. Of course, Cody Glass was actually selected by the Golden Knights in real life. Now, Cody Glass has finally broken into the NHL. And even though his point totals aren't overwhelming with 10 points in 30 games, he has really been displaying some good first-line upside, especially when you consider his limited role. Did you guys see that no-look backdoor pass to Patrick the other night? That was just disgusting. At number 5, we have the Vancouver Canucks, and I have them selecting Martin Necas. Now, Necas has looked fantastic, and just a great overall two-way centerman with some great offensive upside. Necas was originally the 12th overall pick within this draft, and I've always been really high on Necas. 16 points in 26 games so far this season for the Canes in a very limited role. In my opinion, he's more of a 1B, 2A upside, but the potential of his game as a more complete centerman who can rack up some good point totals is definitely very attractive, and his more proven track record is why I put him at the number 5 spot. At number 4, we have the Colorado Avalanche, and I have them selecting Nico Hischier. Now, Hischier, of course, was the first overall pick from this draft, and even though he may not have the same pedigree as some other first overall picks, I have been very impressed with this game throughout his whole career so far. He's been getting much stronger, more confident, and it really shows. He now has 115 points at 176 career games. He's dynamic, gritty, and a centerman I can really see putting up 70 plus points. Now, he may not be the first overall pick still, but he definitely is a great player. At number 3, we have the Dallas Stars, and I have them selecting with their original 3rd overall pick, Miro Heiskanen. Heiskanen has displayed the potential to be that high-end top 2 defenseman, extremely intelligent, high-end hockey IQ, dynamic skater. He has all the tools to be that high D-man within this league. He now has 51 points in 111 career games, and he's definitely lived up to his number 3 overall pick status. Now, here we are. The top 2 picks, and I really feel like everyone should have seen this coming, but at number 2, with the Philadelphia Flyers original pick, I have them selecting Cale Makar. Now, Cale Makar has just been lights out. 27 points in his first 27 regular season games from a good rookie defenseman. That is just some insane production. Makar is currently the front runner for the Calder Trophy this year, and he really displays all the makeup to be a potential top 5 defenseman in the entire NHL. Dynamic skating, vision, shooting, passing. Makar is a very special talent. But to be honest, with Makar and Pettersson, obviously Pettersson is now ranked number 1. It's really kind of a pick your poison situation. Depending on your team needs, you can either get a potential top 5 forward in the NHL or a potential top 5 defenseman in the NHL. So definitely I can see both sides. And at number 1, we have the New Jersey Devils, and I have them selecting Elias Pettersson. And what can I say about Pettersson that I haven't said already? His hockey IQ is literally out of this world. He's called the alien for a reason, and I guess because he has a big head. He has some of the best hockey IQ in the entire NHL, as a 21-year-old. He has an insanely accurate shot, but not just accurate, but very, very powerful. He's already clocked in shots at over 100 miles per hour. Elias Pettersson weighs in at approximately 170 pounds. He's launching bombs at over 100 miles per hour. That is just insane. that's only like 5-6 kilometers or 5-6 miles per hour less than a Zdeno Chara shot. It really just doesn't even seem possible. Pettersson is really just a human highlight reel. 99% of his goals are just insane goals. He has elite playmaking ability, and probably one of the most underrated qualities that Pettersson has really displayed is how, I guess, defensively responsible he is. He's extremely good at reading the play, predicting the play, and he constantly makes great defensive plays resulting in turnovers for the opposition. Not only that, but Pavel Barber, who has the silkiest mitts in the whole, I guess, internet, considers Pettersson to have some of the best hands in the entire NHL. But anyways, guys, there's my 2017 NHL redraft. Definitely let me know if you think I'm wrong. I'm sure lots of you guys do, but definitely tell me why. Definitely let me know what your guys' list would look like if you were to redraft the 2017 NHL Draft. I plan on making more of these videos, probably starting with maybe 2015, because that was also a really good draft. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys later.